On this problem, we have a graph, and we'd like to evaluate it when the function is at 3. Now, I want you to notice that up here, normally we talk about a function as being f of x. Down here, f of x is turned into f at 3. So that means that the x has been traded for a 3. That means we're trading it for this 3 because this is our x-axis. So that means that we're looking along this line right here. So where is the function when your x turns into a 3? Well, your function is here when your x is at 3. So what is that? That's at 1. So when f is at 3, when the function's at 3, the function is at the height of 1. So in other words, when x is at 3, the function is at a height of 1. All right, and this one says, when, for what x, does the function equal 3? So if we think of this as a story, like think this is your money and your savings. And as you spend money, your savings goes down, 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 down. And let's imagine that 0 is today. So the first problem said, 3 days from now, how much money will you have? This says right here, 3 days from now, how much money will you have? Well, in 3 days, you'd have $1. This one says, on what day, on what X would you have $3? Well, I think you'd have $3. Here's the $3 line. I think you'd have $3 right here. So what day is that? That's day, we come down from that, that's day minus 1. That's the x. The x would be minus 1. Probably should do another one of these. Submit that. You can see that it turns green. There we go. Let's try another one. Same idea. This one says, when your x turns into 2, how tall is your function? So here's x is 2. How tall is your function? Your function is at 3 at that point. So when your x is at 2, your function's at 3. And here's the answer key you can see is 3. Now, let's try the next part of this, the second half of the problem. This one says, when your function is at 2, what is your x? What does x have to be to make your function equal to 2? Well, your function is equal to 2 right here. That's where it's equal to 2. Here, let's make that a little nicer there. That's hard to see. Let's erase some of this and draw that again. So your function needs to be at 2. Right here is at 2. And what x is that? If we draw a straight line down from that, that x is at -1. Let's see how we did. Perfect. And this one, let's another little different one. It looks like you've defined, oh, sorry, that's just an error in the question, so ignore that. I'll have to see if I can fix that. So this says the function f of x is represented above as a graph. Determine x when your function f of x is equal to 4. So if your function is equal to 4, here's 4. When is your function equal to 4? Well, it's equal to 4 right here. When x is equal to 1, which means it's this one, when x is equal to 1. Okay, let me know if you get